Hey guys, welcome back to the Sixth Gear Garage. To celebrate my 10,000 subscriber count, we're going to do a Q&A session. And thank you all for sending in your questions. Been really busy, it's been like a month, so I'm finally getting around to doing this. I actually got my little man back here in the car. He's not feeling well, but he loves to go for a car ride. So let's go ahead and do this. To start off with, I had the question of what kind of video equipment do I use? It's actually a lot simpler than you think. You don't need a lot of expensive equipment to get started on YouTube. I'd say probably 85% of my video is shot on my iPhone 6s. And then I've got a GoPro Hero 4 that I use 10% of the time. And then I do have a really nice Nikon D750 that I use for work. And I use that if I know for sure that there's not going to be any dirt or dust involved. But a lot of the stuff I do is dirty, and something sealed like an iPhone or a GoPro is ideal for that. Then as far as my editing goes, I use iMovie most of the time. I've got an iMac, and if I'm not using iMovie, I'll use After Effects, and that's something that I use pretty rarely. I'm just doing some special effects or an intro or something like that. How did I get started on YouTube? Well, I've had this channel for a long time. I just never really utilized it. I just used to upload random clips and then just host them in different forums that I was in. It wasn't until probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 years back that Mikey and I decided to turn the Honda Accord into an El Camino, the Weirdmobile. And that was kind of like the first ever series we did. And I thought, we should document this because it's never been done. Back then, I was kind of like a deer in headlights on camera. All the beer we drank during the time we filmed that probably helped a lot. But that was kind of what got this channel rolling. That's kind of what got people to subscribe, to follow that build. And that has been probably the most fun build to date, just because there was no limitations on what we could do with beer and welding. And that's why that project continues to stick around. It's never going to go away. We revisit every now and then, and it's always good to get back to that. Then once that got done, we moved on to other things. I got other vehicles, and I started getting into Toyotas more and showing you guys a lot of how-tos and just stuff that's going to help people, because I feel good helping people out, helping people learn a new skill, helping people save money. And back in the day when forums were all the rage, before Facebook came along, I spent a lot of time on forums writing up how-tos and DIYs and all that stuff. I even created a forum for Civics, civiceg.com, and I spent a lot of time building that up, and it felt great to have members join from all over the world. And it's still around. The forum is still there, civic-eg.com. Nowadays everybody's got a cell phone with video in their pocket, so I think video is really a more convenient format than having to go into a forum and read and just click pictures and see steps at a time. Video is a lot more convenient, and that's kind of the future. So this channel really just replaces the forums that I used to upload content to. Now I do it in the video format, and it's really caught on, and I appreciate all the subscribers who have helped this channel grow. Dirt Garage, good channel by the way if you're into the Toyota content. Dirt Garage asked, what is my dream Toyota? And that's changed over the years. Obviously my first dream Toyota was my 1985 extra cab 4x4. I looked for a while to find that truck, and then I was kind of into the FJ40s after that, just because they're so raw and utilitarian. Everything is metal inside. I thought those were really cool, and I'm one-to-one. But then, once you get a family, you realize that's probably not the best family vehicle. Right now, if I could have any Toyota, it'd be a Land Cruiser. I like the FJ60, FJ62s, but I think the most practical for my situation would be the FJ80. Actually, the FZJ80 with the later model engine. Think about it. You've got the best, most modern drivetrain. You've got solid axles. You've got a rugged, well-built vehicle that'll go anywhere. And I think it'd be cool to get one of those, put some bigger tires on it, lift it just a little bit, and turn it into like an off-road sort of expedition rig. Not really for banging it up on rocks or anything, but just for driving off-road and going places in comfort with the family. Something you can just drive anywhere. That'd be my dream build Toyota as of today. He's out. Hey guys, I'm back at home now. Got my kiddo asleep, he's not feeling well. Let's continue this interview here. Next question I got was, what's my day job? Like, what do I do for a living? Well, I worked at an advertising agency for like 13 years as a graphic designer. Hey Gary, what's up? Doing like logos and websites and literature and all that kind of stuff. Did a lot of photography as well, got into some video, and that kind of helped me do what I do now. I quit that job in 2015 to freelance on my own. Never looked back, and that's kind of how I got more time to put into these videos. I don't make a lot on YouTube things, so it's probably not going to be a full-time job for a while. But in the meantime, you know, it's some beer money, and it's fun. That's the main thing, is, you know, doing something that you like, and I like doing it. I like uploading the content, editing the video, and helping people out, helping people learn new skills, and save a lot of money. And in addition to being a freelance graphic designer and photographer, I do make some extra money selling parts on eBay. That actually leads me to another question, which I'll get to in a minute. And then on some of my photography, I earn royalties on. So once I take that photo and sell it, I get paid every time that it's used. So that's kind of nice, because you do the work once and then the money keeps like rolling in. I do automotive photography, commercial photography. I've done like a little bit of real estate photography, a lot of product shots, and I think that's more fun, because the stuff that I'm into, I could really care less about like weddings or portraits. I guess I like cars better than I like people, I don't know. But you know, when you're doing something, make sure you like doing it, and it's not gonna feel like work. That's probably my best advice I can give you. But back to the eBay thing, I've been doing this eBay thing for a while, you know, selling extra parts that I have laying around. And it's not, you know, a full-time job or anything, but it's nice to have a little extra side money doing that. There is a process that I do, and it's really a lot to explain. I think that's gonna be a whole nother video to explain my part out process. I've got it pretty streamlined, so it should be some good content to share. The last question, someone asked, why don't you do the Wheel Whore Wednesdays anymore? You know, when I moved, I lost my studio, let's call it, for the Wheel Whore Wednesdays. I have been accumulating a few more wheels here and there. I sold some sets, but I still have a ton of wheels. When I moved, I don't have a space to set them all up yet. That is something that I am gonna do, and I'm thinking I'm gonna make like, I have a whole wall of nothing but wheels. It's gonna be really cool, and that's gonna be like my sort of studio space. So they will come back, just don't know when, and I don't know how frequent. But thanks for remembering. You're an old school subscriber if you know those videos. Those were back in my early days, so it'll be fun to get back into those again. But that is going to be it for this Q&A session. Always, if you have any questions or any video requests, you know, ask anytime. I like helping you guys out and making content that you enjoy watching. So thank you for your subscriptions and your time watching this channel, and we will see you soon.